No one cares about producers. I'm the same. I don't want to meet a producer. I want to meet the star.
Dan's first gig was the, I think it was the first ever episode of Blue Peter.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
I was Valerie Singleton's fluffer.
What you hear in the background is the siren, because they're coming to take us away.
I'm doing a warm-up. It hasn't changed very much in the past almost 20 years. Stand up and shake hands with the person in the row behind you. So after 3, 1, 2, 3. The warm-up I do is to really get them going, and that was because one of the first shows I did was something like The Law Game, where the average age of the audience was about 100, and they were all sitting there kind of like this, and I started off doing my warm-up, and then I just, oh, for goodness sake, everyone just sit up, and let's get some energy in there, because the people are about to come out and perform in front of you. 1, 2, 3!
Back to the script.
Yeah. The great thing about me and Mark, you see, in our partnership on these things, I'm incredibly pessimistic. I always just assume nothing is going to work, and Mark always assumes things will work. So between those two, we tend to come to a point where it does work.
Have they ever not worked?
No problem. They generally work. Well, we were scarred some of the early Whose Lines we did, particularly in New York, were just terrible. And I'm scarred permanently by this experience of doing a Whose Lines Anyway in New York, and we did the show, and then we used to do an extra bit where we pick it all up because it hadn't worked the first time. And in this show we'd done about half an hour, and we got nothing. And we were just working out which games to try and do to salvage it, and the floor manager said, you better come down because the audience are all leaving. They're all going, and at least half of them had left, and on Whose Line you're getting suggestions from them, and that is some people have worry dreams about exams, some people about piano playing naked. Mine is that the audience will start walking out and you will be left with no audience. That still is a stress factor.
What you're going to see now, bizarrely enough, is possibly our audience.
This is our audience coming. Here they are. They're just very young, and the problem is when we've got a politically sort of show, which this week's show is, a lot of it doesn't go as well. But we've had very good audiences the last few weeks, so let's hope. And finally, after 3, a really cool, deep wow. After 3, 1, 2, 3. Wow. When I do this show, I just love when people do that when they're staring at me. You know, in TV, you're younger than everyone, and then you're older than everyone, and there's nothing in between. And Mark and I suddenly, these guys who've been around a long, are veterans. But we used to be young. We were young, hungry, and thrusting at one point. Well,